New year, new policies, and new services are a few things that are heading LaSalle's way. Hello, I'm Nick Paleo.
And I'm Callie Montana. With baseball season around the corner, Citizens Bank Park is getting ready to show off their new amenities. We have all this and more coming up on LTV News, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour, as Dave Roberts had the chance to sit down with a volunteer from Athletes Helping Athletes for this week's interview. So let's hear the buzz around campus.
LaSalle University has implemented revisions to the anti-hazing policies. This will align with legislation recently passed by the Pennsylvania State Legislature and signed by Governor Tom Wolf. The bill, known as Tim's Law, remembers the 2017 tragedy in which Timothy Piazza, a Penn State student, passed away after being subjected to a fraternity hazing incident. Vice President for Student Affairs Dr. Dawn Soufleris reiterated LaSalle's zero tolerance towards hazing events. In the coming weeks, required training will take place for various members of the campus community.
And Governor Tom Wolf awarded LaSalle as well as 37 other schools the It's On Us PA grant. The It's On Us U.S. initiative was introduced by former President Barack Obama back in 2016 to combat sexual assault on campuses. Within the last 3 years of its campaign, Wolf and his administration have given out nearly $3 million to a variety of Pennsylvania's post-secondary institutions. Wolf says that the grant will, quote, help schools across the state make campuses safer and help stop sexual harassment and assault.
The Connelly Library is undergoing major renovations. Major questions are, when will it be completed and what can students expect? Callie has the inside scoop. Take a look.
The library is a real popular spot. The students actually love this space, so the new space is only going to make them love us more.
Back in September, the university received a $1 million Redevelopment Assistance Capital Program grant from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The grant is providing the university with funding to transform the Connelly Library into the Connelly Learning Commons.
Incredible learning laboratories around the outside of these collaborative spaces that are very high tech. There's wonderful printing that's going to be available across this space.
The renovation process started in mid-December while students were on break. Now that explorers are back on campus, they're seeing and experiencing the renovation firsthand.
I'm definitely excited for the wireless printing and the better Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is improved. It is getting a very strong, robust upgrade throughout the building.
The Learning Commons will provide students with updated technology and a new fresh space where fellow explorers can come together to work and learn.
It will be about an exchange, an open exchange of ideas and a collaborative learning opportunity.
The library is still open during this time, and if the renovation stays on track, the project should be completed by mid-semester. When it's all said and done, students can expect an upbeat atmosphere on the main level, and as they go up to the other floors, they can find quieter spaces.
This will be a very heavily engaged, high-traffic place for students.
Callie Montana, LTV News.
This project seems pretty excited. I'm looking forward to it.
I am super excited, but I'm also a little bit jealous. Now they plan to do this. It's fine. I love the library, and it's going to look so good, so I'm disappointed. Yeah. But it's all right. But after 40 years of being a Division I athletics director, Bill Bradshaw will be retiring at the end of June. Bradshaw began his career as an athletic director for LaSalle from 1978 to 1986. He then transferred to DePaul University, where he worked as an athletic director from 1986 to 2002, and then to Temple from 2002 to 2013. He finally returned to LaSalle in 2016 as the Director of Athletics and Recreation. Since returning, Bradshaw has taken part in maintaining a 3.1 cumulative GPA among student athletes and has hired 13 new head coaches, including men's basketball coach Ashley Howard. LaSalle will shortly begin a national search for Bradshaw's replacement.
LaSalle is participating in a new program that helps provide awareness and community support for special needs athletes. Dave Roberts sat down with a volunteer from Athletes Helping Athletes, Maeve Hughes, to learn more. Take a look.
So Maeve, there's a new program here at LaSalle, or not new, but a newer program at LaSalle here called Athletes Helping Athletes. And can you tell me a little bit about what it's all about?
So Athletes Helping Athletes started like in their surrounding counties to bring a broader acceptance to all, mainly through sports, and it's a good like starting point. So Athletes Helping Athletes partners with mainstream athletes, with special needs athletes, in forming like relationships and friendships. Like for example, Jake, who goes to all the women's basketball games, like the first game he went to, the team asked him back to come to every game. So that was like a good start to like forming the relationships and everything.
So how did this all start, or how did this all get going here at least?
So I did it in high school, and like I wanted to like expand it here because I knew like other colleges were starting to do it, because it was mainly a high school thing, but like, we were trying to expand. And a girl, Allie Waddington, on the softball team, she did it in high school as well. So she played in a couple games with the softball team for the honorary captains program, and then we just went from there.
You said other schools have it. Do you know how many schools have it, or how many schools have it around here in the Philadelphia area?
High schools, probably like 15, 20, but like I'm pretty sure there's only like maybe like 4 or 5 colleges who do it.
So do you think in the future at least that we'll see more of a nationwide spread, or just a bigger growth in like the
hopefully,
East Coast?
I know, hopefully in the East Coast, I think for it to be nationwide, we'll have to improve the manpower, because like who I work with, like he controls the whole thing. Mr. Leonetti controls everything. So like we've expanded all the way up to Penn State. I know like that's the farthest we've gone, but like all the high schools is just in like Montgomery County, Bucks County, Delaware County so far, just in the surrounding counties.
So this so far this athletic season, at least for 2018-2019 year, how's it been going so far with just getting people to join in and actually like participating in what you guys are doing? So
far we've done the most games that we've done since I've started it here. We did some women's soccer games, some women's volleyball games, and both men's and women's basketball. And we've done more in each sport that we've had in the past. And we're looking to do, so normally they have honorary captains programs where special needs athletes come to the games and like sit on the bench, get into huddles. And then we also host like fun nights, which we haven't done here at LaSalle, where like probably like 20, 30 special needs athletes come, and we just do like fun like sports drills, and like athletes or students can come and volunteer and just hang out with all of them.
How do you think this program is helping just spread the awareness of autism and special needs in general? I think it does a lot, because people don't realize that like kids like to play sports who have special needs just as much as regular kids, and they probably and having like connections with other people, like the inclusion part, like because having trying to think, playing. Like having a pass and like shooting around with someone with special needs is like the same as having a pass with someone else. Sometimes they're better than me. I go to Special Olympics basketball practice, and half the time they're better than I am. So it really just depends, and it's just to show like people can do mostly everything anyone else can do. Now, was there a time, at least this year so far, that you've seen like a moment or something that has happened that you like felt something, or like you're like, wow, that's like really inspiring? So the volleyball team loved when the honorary captain came. They like really got him into everything, like probably more than other teams have, and it was just really good to see like how like included he was in the team and everything. So I know that you're a senior and that you will be graduating. So what do you hope to see in the future when you leave, or like maybe when you come back, like how far this program will come? Hopefully I plan on, making an official club, because it's not an official club here at LaSalle yet. So hopefully I would hope to see buddies nights in the future and fun nights. So it wouldn't just be like at the sports games, because they don't really get to do like a lot of actual physical playing at the honorary captains programs, but at the buddies nights, hopefully we can plan those, and I'll see them in the future. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on and just telling us about the whole program itself, and I'm going to take it back to the desk.
This is such a great program because it follows LaSalle's values, and we're getting into the community and helping others. So
of course.
It's great to see that athletes are doing that for others. But students and community members gathered together to honor Martin Luther King Jr. at the 8th Annual Interfaith Prayer Service. Nick Paleo has the story.
Members of LaSalle's campus community, including its neighborhood partners, came together on Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day to celebrate the pioneering civil rights leader at the 8th Annual Interfaith Service held in Founders Hall. The event, spearheaded by the community building team, allowed LaSalle to connect to the greater community as all gathered to recognize and remember the legacy of Dr. King in the hope that future action would mirror his nonviolent principles and sense of universal justice. With leaders of the Christian, Jewish, and Muslim faith represented, the service paid tribute to the numerous religious traditions influenced by Dr. King. From student reflections,
Martin Luther King Jr. is recognized across the map as not only a civil and human rights activist, but an agent of social justice.
to dance presentations, to powerful worship music. Talented students and community members expressed the theme of this year's service, taken from the words of Dr. King. All people are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. The keynote speaker for this year's event, Pastor Derek Brennan, senior pastor at Canaan Baptist Church right here in Philadelphia, relayed the message that all actions have consequences, and the community of LaSalle must initiate a dialogue and apply the words of Dr. King to improve Philadelphia.
And he says, I need you. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. I need you to survive.
For current students, this event demonstrated important parallels between Dr. King and the university itself.
Sure, so often we are caught up in what's going on in everyday life that we forget about what Dr. King teaches every day of his life, but really what LaSalle teaches. I find that the teachings of St. John Baptiste de LaSalle and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. are so similar in our mission to help those in our community and those around us.
A fellowship hour following the powerful service offered the students and neighbors alike the chance to enjoy some food and even more talent and music. With another successful service complete, the community building team and other organizers have once again allowed LaSalle and its neighbors to celebrate together, melding talent in music, word, and song to remember a man whose influence is alive and well on LaSalle's campus to this day. Reporting from Founders Hall, Nick Paleo, LTV News.
This was a really powerful service and a great example of another opportunity for LaSalle to really interact with the community and come together on such an important holiday.
Yeah, and it looked like there was a nice turnout, so that's always great to see. Yeah. And it's their 8th time doing this event, so hopefully it continues on and goes strong.
Of course. Well, it is time for our first break, but get your dancing shoes and costumes ready because the Mummers are bringing a tradition back to South Philly. Stay tuned.
Take a good look at yourself. Oh, yeah. And turn. Oh, very nice. Check that smooth backside one more time. No, really. Check it. Do you see any changing or suspicious spots? It's your skin, and it's important. If you're a man over 50, you're in the group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the cancer that kills one person every hour. When detected early, skin cancer is highly treatable. Check yourself out and find someone else to help. Learn more about what to look for at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Oh my god, I can't believe what this girl is wearing. Ugh, why would she even go outside wearing that?
Why would he say that? Oh my gosh, do I really look that bad?
Why would I say that? Why would I be so mean?
I don't understand why people can be so cruel. I just wish you all apologized to me.
I probably just ruined this girl's day. I have to apologize to her. I have to make this right. It's the right thing to do.
Hey, I'm sorry for what I said back there. That was really mean of me. I'm really sorry.
Oh, thank you for apologizing.
Welcome back to LTV News. Philadelphia telecommunications giant Comcast made major headlines with an announcement of its 2018 profits and losses. Xfinity Internet raised to $4 billion in the fourth quarter of last year, an increase of 10.1%. The company also reported that there was a decrease in subscribers. Comcast as a whole rests on $134 billion in debt because of their purchase of Sky Limited. Comcast says that is changing its business model and are planning to launch their own streaming service in 2020. That will be free to Xfinity subscribers.
Philadelphia rapper Meek has teamed up with JayZ and other sports owners to create a prison reform organization. The goal of the organization is to lower the amount of people serving unjust parole and prison sentences. JayZ said, quote, "We want to be very clear. If someone commits a crime, they should go to jail. But these things are just disproportionate and the whole world knows it," unquote. Some of the owners that are involved in this reform are Sixers co-owner Michael Rubin and New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft, who were both also on Mills' side when he was in prison.
And if you thought you saw the last of the Mummers on Mardi Gras, then think again. On Saturday, February 23rd, the Mummery returns to where it all began in South Philadelphia. The event will take place at the 2300 Arena, where there will be live music from more than 16 bands, face painting, photo booths, as well as a silent sport auction. Tickets are on sale for $10 for general admission and $25 for VIP. VIP tickets include early access, a seat close to the stage, a goodie bag, and a drink ticket.
Looking for new ways to experience America's pastime? Well, the Phillies have a major development for you. The Phils and Aramark are teaming up to replace the 24,500 square foot gap left by the closing of McFadden's last year. The space will now be called Pass and Stow and will include 4 different attractions. Aramark announced the opening of a beer garden along with a family-friendly sports bar to directly replace the atmosphere of McFadden's. There will be new food options like Foundry Pizza and Shake Shack. The project is scheduled to be finished up by March 28th, the Phillies' opening day matchup against the Atlanta Braves.
Philly fans should get excited.
Yeah.
A lot of new amenities coming their way.
A Shake Shack? That's very exciting.
You know, speaking of Shake Shack, our co-producer Julie Wood loves Shake Shack. So I bet when she goes to a game, she'll be very happy to see that.
Of course.
But board games may be an activity of the past, but a new hotspot in Philadelphia isn't letting that bother them. Check out Thirsty Dice.
Get ready to roll the dice at Philadelphia's first board game cafe. That is right. Thirsty Dice provides an upbeat atmosphere where guests can come in and grab a bite to eat while also playing board games.
It kind of reawakened this fun for people.
With more than 800 games from the past and present, guests can pick out any game they would like to play.
People who come in and they, either never had or had forgotten the kind of joy and fun you can have with board games.
Guests won't be sorry about this unique experience because it's perfect for everyone of all ages.
There's something that people are really missing with sitting down and playing games and interacting face to face.
It only costs $5 per person to play games for 2.5 hours, and all of the menu items come at a reasonable price.
Sitting down and enjoying a great board game with a cup of coffee or a beer or cocktail and great comfort food I think that's something people are really wanting more of.
This 2-in-1 cafe will make you want to spin again so you can come back another day. Callie, Montana, LTV News.
This is such a cool and unique place, and especially right in Philadelphia. But if you want to know a fun fact, the owner of that place is actually a COM alum. So that is pretty cool, am I right?
Yeah, I agree.
But I honestly want to go back. It is a ton of fun. I want to experience all the different games that they have.
Of course.
But coming up after this last break, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer driver. We all know those aren't the right lyrics, but it could be a new opportunity. That's coming up.
Tell me you didn't watch the Phillies game last night.
You know, unfortunately I did, and it was just so heartbreaking to see the first 8 batters strike out.
Claude Giroux hasn't done anything for this organization.
I'm confused. You're doing an internship in sort of marketing and production, right?
I really can't believe that Ben Simmons won't be dropping threes on the court this year.
Hey, Tanya, I know you're really busy, but could you tell me who the Sixers play on October 28th? Doctor, in order for the Eagles to win this week, they're going to need 250 passing yards from Carson Wentz. We're going to need 100 yards rushing. I don't care who it is. We're going to need a lot of good production from our tight end and wide receivers. And I'm going to need 5 interceptions from Malcolm Jenkins. Yeah, Mom, look, I know the money situation isn't good right now, but I promise you Travis Konechny's going to have a breakout year.
Hey, I had to climb to the top of Mount Everest to find Nick Pavetta's ERA.
Sports Talk Philadelphia. We talk nothing but sports all the time.
Welcome back. After 35 long days, the federal government is finally open for business again. On Friday, January 25th, President Trump agreed to reopen the government to get everyone back to work. This move is only temporary, as the president is only allowing it to stay open for 3 weeks while negotiations continue. More than 800,000 federal workers had been furloughed and working without pay since the second week of December.
And streaming giant Netflix announced that it will be raising prices for its major popular streaming service, while Hulu announced that starting February 26, their prices will decrease for their basic package. The raise in prices marks a jump between 13% and 18% depending on the plan. Current Netflix customers will see a change in price over the next several months. The raise will allow the company to continue to produce its own programming.
The New England Patriots will compete in the Super Bowl for the 9th time in 17 years. According to the Action Network's Darren Rovell, one group of Patriots fans bought 8 50-yard line tickets for $180,000 on StubHub. Despite this purchase, Super Bowl ticket prices have dropped since the championship games. The Patriots will face the Los Angeles Rams on February 3rd in Atlanta.
Well, if you're a communications student and looking for an exciting job out of college, we might have the perfect position for you. Oscar Mayer is looking for new drivers of their famous Wienermobile and to represent their company as, quote, goodwill ambassadors. Getting this job at the Meek company may not be as easy as having a Wienermobile license. Oscar Mayer is looking for applicants with degrees in public relations, journalism, communication advertising, or marketing. The company wants drivers to be able to act as their own publicists, quote, organizing promotions and pitching TV, radio, and print media. Oscar Mayer promises a competitive salary for the opening, but time is running out. All applications must be in by January 31st, with the official position starting in June. all right, I should probably apply now and get my application in. Maybe I'll be a lucky one.
Yeah. When I first saw the story, I thought it was, the crazy thing was the degree. Like, they want you to have a degree in, like,
well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but I thought it was funny, like the Wienermobile license. Yeah. Oh, you don't need one of those. But now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Hashtag bump, bump, bump. Yes, what's trending? So here we go. Let's start it off.
All right, check out this video. Two boys at a Sixers game have gone viral for their epic dance battle. 10-year-old Dominic Pribella and 9-year-old Anthony Stewart began to have a dance-off. Dominic's family has season tickets to the Sixers, allowing him to show off his dance moves regularly. But then Anthony decided to challenge him with moves of his own. The video of them, which was shared by the NBA, already has over 2 million views. Because of the video's popularity, the boys were able to attend the following game to have a face-to-face dance-off, meeting for the first time, and becoming friends.
I'm shocked they became friends. If I was having a dance-off, I don't know, I'd be like,
They
no.
can, like, exchange dance moves, like, you know?
Yeah, but I would be like, this is my time to shine. Look at my moves. We can't be friends. We got to be enemies. But from the classic Oreo to the double stuff and to the triple double Oreo, the company has always had great success. Now the company is making headlines again with their newest cookie creation. Again, these limited edition cookies are filled with extra cream and have fans floating on cloud 9. These big bad boys are each 110 calories and each package is filled with 18 Oreos. These cookies are flying off the shelves at most local supermarkets, but have no fear because they are still available on Amazon and eBay. And oh my goodness, I think something's coming our way. A delivery of Oreos?
Just for us?
Oh, wow. Our beautiful floor manager,
Thank you,
Tyler.
Tyler.
All right, but we're going to get this started. So, guys, what we have for you.
We've been waiting for this all day.
Yes, so these are the single ones. All right, we're going to get these going. We're going to compare them. So, Nick, start opening the double ones. All right. So, this is what the classic Oreo looks like. Right? Single, just a one layer of cream. Now we got our double stuff. Let's get it. All right, we're going to compare those two. You see? Nice. And then, all right, guys, get ready. These are the most stuff.
Whoa.
Oh, my gosh, I'm speechless. What? Oh, you know what? It doesn't. I thought they were going to look bigger, though, compared to the double stuff. I'm actually not impressed.
On the outside, like,
yeah, but those that's never accurate. They make that fake. Oh, my goodness. But I am shocked. Oh. Gosh. All right, Nick, how do you eat your Oreo? Do you like take it off and then, you know, take the cream?
Either I just eat it as is or do a little dunk in the milk first. I'm not one of those people that like eats the cream first.
Okay, yeah. I'm not either. I just like to dip it in some milk. I feel like that's the perfect way. Now, what is your favorite Oreo?
I think just classic.
The classic?
You know? Yeah.
Okay. I'm a classic person, so I'm going to have to agree with you on that. Well, this was fun, though. These are what the most stuff Oreos look like, everyone.
Well, that just about does it for this episode, but be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on our Facebook page. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed this scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page. But until next time, for Nick, Dave, and the entire crew, I'm Callie Montana. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.